and he's going to talk to us about the Sephardic experience and the Shoah. It's important for us to understand that that when Hitler declared war against the Jews, he was declaring war against all the Jews in the world, East and West. If he could have made it happen, he would have wiped out the Jews of America too. For heaven's sakes, we just on a V rocket to reach New York City. So with that in mind, I introduce my friend Franz Kassir from Sephardic Heritage in DC.
Thank you. It's an honor, privilege to be with you here tonight. Sephardic Heritage International DC, or SHIN DC, is a cultural diplomacy organization that builds intercultural bridges while raising awareness of Sephardic and other underrepresented Jewish heritages, as well as the cultures, arts, and history of the Middle East, North Africa, the Iberian Peninsula, and Central and Western Asia. SHIN plays an important role in educating and raising awareness of Sephardic experiences of the Holocaust in the district and worldwide. This has included a program on Greek Jews and the Holocaust that SHIN did in partnership with the Embassy of Greece back in November, comprising a lecture by Dr. Devin Naar. Understanding the Holocaust requires a global perspective, not just a European one. Regarding perspectives on that genocide is especially important to make sure that Sephardic narratives are not omitted at a time when many seem to invoke the lessons of the Holocaust, yet the majority of Americans lack basic knowledge about the Holocaust and what happened during that genocide. 66% of millennials cannot identify what Auschwitz is. At some point, I began to search for a voice like Anne Frank's in the Middle East and North Africa. I found her name was Clara Barkey, and her family escaped from the Aegean island of Rhodes to settle in Seattle via Tangier, Morocco. What started as friendly letters quickly turned to desperate pleas for help as the condition of Jews in Rhodes deteriorated under the control of Mussolini, who allied with Hitler. I'll read to you some excerpts from Claire's letters, beginning at the age of 9 when she began corresponding with her Uncle Ralph and Aunt Rachel in Seattle. Here's an excerpt of a letter that's written in Rhodes, dated August 23rd, 1931. Dear Aunt Rachel, I am now on vacation and God willing, will go to the 5th grade. I want to let you know that I was the top in the 4th grade and received 2 gold medals. Now here's an excerpt from another letter, dated October 9th, 1938. Since the 1st of September of this year, new laws have been enacted and are as follows. Whoever came to Rhodes after January 1st, 1919 must leave it within 6 months, and those who do not leave will be forcibly chased out. And in this situation, Papa finds himself, for he came to Rhodes after the date appearing on this decree, that is on April 1919. Therefore, you can see that we must leave and do not know where. Dear Uncle and Aunt, it's with tears in my eyes that I am writing this letter, but only to tell you that we were born to suffer. This only happens to the Jews, who have the bad luck of not having a country where we could seek refuge in time of distress. They can do nothing to the Greeks and the Turks because they have their governments to defend them. On May 2nd, 1939, Clara conveys the urgent need to flee Rhodes, writing on behalf of her father, including describing a failed attempt to embark on a Greek ship to escape to British Mandatory Palestine. Here's another letter dated June 6, 1945, written from Tangier, Morocco, where Claire worries about relatives left behind in Rhodes. You cannot imagine how much we suffer here, seeing all the horrors of the concentration camps in Germany. We do not know if any of our relatives had the bad luck of of being deported and having suffered these inhuman tortures. Friends, for 2,300 years, Jews had lived on the island of Rhodes. On July 20th, 1944, the Nazis made sure not to miss about 1,700 Sephardic Jews on a tiny Mediterranean island just off of the southwestern tip of Turkey. They were sent to Auschwitz on what would be the longest journey to the largest of the death camps, where over 1,100,000 Jews were murdered. Only 151 Jews from Rhodes survived the Holocaust. I hope that you will read the book, A Hug from Afar, one family's dramatic journey through 3 continents to escape the Holocaust, and appreciate the need to raise awareness of Sephardic and other experiences of the Holocaust. I also hope that you'll join SHIN in Congress in 2019 for a program to highlight that experience. I close by repeating Claire Barkey's insightful words. This only happens to the Jews who have the bad luck of not having a country where we could seek refuge in time of distress. Thank you.